Let's see what happens here. Alright, I need some pictures. Some pictures. Alright, man, here's a video. Here's a video. It's in slow motion of an orb. Now, I cannot zoom in and zoom out. You see how it's slow motion right here. I cannot zoom in and zoom out. But I'll try my best. At about 30 seconds, we're about 18 now, coming on 21 seconds. Let me go ahead and see, because it is kind of hard to find because I can't zoom in and out. But this video is in slow motion, and there's the orb there. It was picked up on one afternoon. My niece and my daughter picked it up first. I looked up, sure enough, an orb flying right over our backyard. So I put it in slow motion because it was pretty stagnant, going pretty slow. And I put it in slow motion, and I got it, and I hung around for a while. It finally disappeared after like 8 minutes. Well, during that 8 minutes, after going back and watching the video several times, several things happened that is truly amazing. Around the 30-second spot, here's the orb here, around the 30-second mark, something comes behind it. That one's hard to catch. And then around about the minute mark, something comes behind it, and it comes through, it shoots through a cloud, and then comes down this way in like a circular motion. That's around the 30-second mark, or the 1 minute mark. And then at the 4 minute mark, and we'll move forward to the 4 minute mark, around the 4 minute and 20-second mark, something begins from down here at the corner of this frame, comes in a circular motion, and then goes straight up, gets a little bit past the orb, and then goes into another circular motion, extremely fast, comes out of the frame, coming back into a circular motion, and disappears. Way beyond the speed of light. This is, like I said, slow motion, and these things are traveling. Now, they're hard to pick up on because I can't zoom in and zoom out. But there it is. And I'll try my best to keep our eyes on it. And after the first couple, we'll zoom on in. First one, the little 30-second one, it's always hard to get. But the minute one, you could see it if you know where to look. But you guys might be able to pause it and zoom it in and see everything awesome. Alright, here it comes. It's going to shoot out of this cloud. There it goes. You see it? Shot out of that cloud. Pew! Now that was at light speed. You guys can go back and watch that if you want. Alright, let's go to the 4 minutes. Alright, let's go around about 4:05, 4:03 just to catch up. Alright, it's going to come in from right here in just a few seconds. The orb is right here. Here's the orb right here. Here's the orb right here. Watch close. There it comes. Did you see that? Golly mighty. That's worth watching back. Alright, it comes in pretty quick. A lot quicker than I thought it did. Alright, orbs around in this area. Watch what happens right here. Slow motion video. Slow motion. That means this thing is flying at the speed of light. There it comes. Oh, then it made another quick turn right there at the end. If that had been a human inside a car or plane, helicopter, anything like that, our bodies would be like totally crumbled up. But there's probably more things in this video. For some reason, I'm having a hard time finding, VLC, all these people that offer us services to, do things with the video, like zoom in and zoom out. Uh, that seems to be like something they don't want us to do, because it's very hard to do, if I wouldn't say impossible. But I was able to get this video. I might post it if I feel like people might watch it. So let's cut it short and let's see what happens here. You know, going through a whole new streaming thing here. You know, streaming is pretty new and I'm new at it. So let's just try it together. You know? All right.